Hey guys, welcome to Boxing Squared for boxing news and views from around the internet. It looks like Golden Boy is making another foray into the heavyweight division, having announced 2 heavyweight signings. So you've got Federico Pacheco Jr., and we'll go through this press release, and also the 2024 Olympian Joshua Edwards. Also, in the same press release, they've announced a couple of signings at cruiserweight, one being Tristan Kalkruth, who could ultimately come up to heavyweight. In terms of these signings, so you've got Federico Pacheco Jr., 7-0, 5 knockouts. I've seen a couple of his fights. He looks okay. Need to see more, though. Also, 2023 Pan American Games gold medalist and 2024 Olympian Joshua Edwards. So you've got Oscar De La Hoya, the Golden Boy promoter or chairman, saying the heavyweight division hasn't been this hot in decades. Every single one of these prospects has the potential to become a world champion in the heavier divisions. Nobody builds champions better than Golden Boy, and I'm extremely excited to get in the mix of the heavyweight division. So I'm not so sure that they've got much of a history at heavyweight recently, at least. Remembering Golden Boy Oscar De La Hoya did have Deontay Wilder for several years before he jumped ship to the PBC. But more recently, Golden Boy has been a bit thin on the ground in terms of its heavyweight stocks. It did actually, a number of years ago, sign to a co-promotional deal, Aslanbek Makhmudov, but it did nothing with him. Didn't bring him to America to fight. It did have Mihai Nestor briefly. Didn't really do anything for him except the fight ultimately. Was it against Colby Madison? And anyway, the opponent for Nestor in that one tested positive after the fact, but that was a good fight nonetheless. Also, it did have James the Beast Wilson, who you might recall from social media about 7 or 8 years ago, was a lot of viral videos on the pads, that sort of stuff. But ultimately, Golden Boy didn't really push him too hard, and he, I don't think, ended up being that good anyway. So it's a little bit thin on the ground, but you could also say it's an opportunity, especially for Edwards, to pick a promoter who's got a platform in DAZN that's now got other, like Frank Warren will be coming exclusively to DAZN from May. You've also got Eddie Hearn there. You've got other promoters with heavyweights like Dimitri Salita, smaller players as well. They're all coming to DAZN at this point. And there is no big name heavyweight in the Golden Boy stable, so it kind of isn't a terrible pick. It's just whether are they going to bring him along well and do something with him, because obviously the track record of late has been a little bit spotty. So in terms of the comments here from Edwards, he says, I've been boxing all my life, and to be able to get to this point is a blessing. I want to thank Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy for believing in me and my skills. I'm proud to represent Southside Houston in my journey to become heavyweight world champion one day. And Pacheco, he says, signing with Golden Boy Promotions is a dream come true. Working with Oscar De La Hoya and his team is an incredible opportunity, and I know I'm in the right place to grow as a fighter. With their guidance, I'm confident I can reach my full potential and one day become the heavyweight champion of the world. So Pacheco currently 7-0 with the 5 knockouts. A little bit more on Edwards here, because obviously probably for quite a few of you out there, and even myself, I haven't really seen much of him apart from the Olympics. So you have the statement here saying, representing Southside Houston, number 1 USA boxing ranked heavyweight Joshua Edwards is a 24-year-old powerhouse ready to prove he has the charisma and talent to be a world champion. A 2023 Pan American Games gold medalist, Edward defeated Cuban champion Abner Teixeira in the finals, becoming only the second American to win gold in the super heavyweight division at the Pan American Games. This victory qualified him to represent the United States at the 2024 Olympics in Paris. He is also a 2021 USA boxing national champion in the super heavyweight division. Edwards trains with Ronnie Shields and Melvin Malone in Houston. And that link up with Shields, not a bad one at all. Shields, obviously a long-time noted trainer, and he knows how to work with heavyweights and build good contenders, and in some cases, some champions. In terms of Pacheco, the little blurb here says, the undefeated Federico Pacheco Jr., 7-0, 5 knockouts, is a 21-year-old rising star in the heavyweight division from Los Angeles, trained by coach Omar Villanueva. Pacheco has quickly made a name for himself in the boxing world, known for his powerful punches and impressive ring presence. He is a force to be reckoned with. Pacheco is also the younger brother of renowned boxer Diego Pacheco, and like his sibling, he is determined to make his mark on the sport. With a promising future ahead, Pacheco continues to hone his skills, aiming for greatness as he climbs the ranks in the heavyweight division. Despite a limited amateur background, he has proven himself by sparring with heavyweight champions and contenders as a teenager, including Zhang Jilei, Frank Sanchez, and Arslanbek Makhmudov. If we just go over to, so here's a look at Joshua Edwards, and also you've got Federico Pacheco Jr. So it'll be interesting to see where the Golden Boy, what they can do with these guys in terms of building them into potential contenders. As we know, the heavyweight division has been hot, and we are going to be coming up to a period of renewal. There's a lot of older heavyweight contenders and some of the champions that will be dropping off the map in a couple of years. And now's not a bad time for some of the guys that are in their prospect phases, because it is going to, I think, be a bit more of an open playing field in the next couple of years coming up, as we see, the new crop that's coming through, vying for titles, title shots, belts probably splitting. So there could be a lot of opportunity for heavyweights coming through in the next couple of years. So, we'll have to see what Golden Boy can do. Historically, I don't know if they've done a great job with their heavyweights, but they're looking to obviously have a stake in the division, as Oscar De La Hoya said up here that he wants to, what did he say? He's extremely excited to get into the mix of the heavyweight division. And like I say, pretty much at the moment, out of all the big promoters, he kind of is the odd man out and doesn't really have a stable of heavyweights or a heavyweight of note. So we'll have to see what happens. Golden Boy signing a couple of heavyweights. What do you make of it all? Drop a comment loud and often. Hit like, hit subscribe, follow me on Twitter, boxing_squared. I'm out.